In this section, we'll uncover practical strategies to measure and enhance employee satisfaction, fostering a more collaborative and efficient workplace. You'll learn how to track key metrics and gather meaningful feedback to make a real difference for your team. Here are a few time-tested ways to measure the success of your plan. Quantitative KPIs. Here are 6 important quantitative key performance indicators. Call-outs, resignations, transfers, new hires, complaints, and commendations. These quantitative KPIs provide valuable insights into team dynamics and overall satisfaction levels. By tracking metrics such as call-outs, resignations, transfers, complaints, and commendations, nursing leaders can identify trends and potential areas of concern within their teams. These 6 factors are important barometers of your team's health. They all give important insights into how the team is feeling about their job, their work environment, their manager, or even their team members. Let's look at each in turn. Call-outs. Tracking employee absence is essential for understanding overall health and productivity. Absenteeism can significantly affect the bottom line, as it leads to decreased productivity, increased workload for other employees, possible safety and satisfaction issues for patients, and higher costs due to hiring temporary workers or paying overtime. By monitoring and addressing absenteeism, businesses can identify patterns and root causes. Resignations. While not all resignations are related to intrinsic team factors, it is important to examine every resignation and keep track of the reasons and timing of these resignations. The number of resignations is important for obvious reasons. No one wants a mass exodus of important workers. But what is more important are the reasons. Exit interviews can help shed light on this and can potentially stop a trend from developing, as one resignation may trigger others. Transfers. Transfers may happen for several reasons, but may also signal dissatisfaction with a particular work area or team. As a matter of policy, I would recommend requiring a transfer interview in collaboration with the receiving unit or department to get a better gauge of the team member's reasons. As a leader, you always want to know what is happening with your people. After all, you can't lead if there are no people to lead. New hires. This metric is related to resignations and transfers, as typically these new hires will be replacements for those who have resigned or transferred or otherwise left your team. Keeping track of the number of new hires that join your team can also inform how you lead your team. A team with more new hires, especially where a large percentage of the team is new hires, will need a different strategy than a more seasoned team. Pay special attention to the number of new hires as a percentage of your overall team. This will affect how you organize your buddy system and how you organize team-building activities and educational development opportunities. Complaints. While complaints at first glance are not positive and certainly should not occupy the greater portion of your day, they are an important barometer of the success of any plan. Both internal complaints, those from team members, and external complaints, those from patients, are important assessment tools and will give a tremendous amount of information. The number and nature of the complaints are critical to understanding what fires need to be immediately addressed and can also point to areas where your plans have not had the intended impact. A reduction in the number of complaints month over month or year over year may be a positive signal and should be celebrated. On the other hand, an increase in complaints should be discussed with the team, and if possible, a task force can be created to investigate and understand the reasons, and also to make recommendations based on your team's input. Never let a good crisis go to waste, and never let a complaint pass without getting the maximum benefit from it by using it as a tool to help drive your agenda. Commendations. Measuring how many and how frequently commendations are given, as well as the team's response to them, are important to helping you maintain or adjust your strategy. Too many commendations or too few can cause issues, as the team may get tired of them or may feel left out from getting them and give up. A good cadence is having an MVP per shift that rolls up to a monthly MVP for nights and one for days as well. Putting more fanfare around the monthly MVP can give additional mileage to this kind of morale booster as well. Are you using any of these metrics with your team? How might you implement at least 2 of these recommendations to help measure and understand your team's performance?